So I want to go through some of the questions that you're going to be asked to do today. First of all, just as a reminder that you are doing the evens only on the front and the back. Yes, there is a back. So you are doing the evens only. I'm going to do a few here for you on the odd side. So you are moving from factored form to standard form and vice versa. And so I kind of wanted to walk through this. So we are going to look at multiplying these two binomials. And we did this actually like the second standard of the semester. So I just want to review with you that remember you can multiply these two binomials by creating a box. That was one of the methods that we did this semester. And you could put v plus 5 and v minus 8 here. And then when you multiply them, you would get v times v, which is v squared, negative 8v, 5v, and negative 40. And then you combine your like terms, v squared minus 3v minus 40. So, and then this would be your standard form. You will have multiplied and created a v squared term, a v term, and a numeric term. You also can just do this by distributing, so where you distribute the v to both terms and you distribute the 5 to both terms. So that's also a method that you can use. So that's how you're going to do the first three here on the right in terms of writing from factored form to standard. So you're going to be multiplying in one way. And just remember that when you've got this squared, it means there are two of them. Okay, so just yet again, one more time, remember if you're setting up a box, remember it doesn't matter which way this goes, n plus 2, n minus 8, and then when you multiply, you're multiplying the two terms that come together at those places, negative 16, or you're doing n times n squared, n times negative 8, negative 8n, positive 2n, and negative 16 combining in the middle, n squared, minus 6n, minus 16. So that's how you're going to start. This lesson is moving from factored to standard. And then you're going to move from standard form to factored form. There is an algebraic method to do this. However, we're going to focus on the graphing method right now. If you do start to see a pattern or anything, that would be great. It's only going to help you as you move forward. But for tonight, or for today's lesson, you're just going to look at graphing. So if you were to type in x squared, sorry, forget it already, minus 12x, and I believe it was minus 27, I'll double check, plus 27, excuse me, plus 27. You're going to get a quadratic that looks like that, and you're going to pull the two x-intercepts, so that's 3 and 9. And then you're going to write them in. So remember when we write into the parentheses, we use the opposite, n minus 9, n minus 3. Okay, so again, remember, because it was positive 3, I'm going to write minus 3. Because it was positive 9, I'm going to write negative 9. So that's how you're doing the bottom three. So the top three, you're multiplying. Bottom three, graph. Okay, and then when we're moving from in and out of vertex form, on the top section, the same thing, you're going to multiply again, just multiplying looks a little bit different. So you're going to multiply on the top, and then you will graph again on the bottom to write it into that form. So this one's a little extra, there's just an extra step to it. So you're going to multiply this top one. So I'm going to do x plus 2 times x plus 2. So if I just distribute that, x times x is x squared, plus 2x, plus 2x, plus 4, which becomes x squared plus 4x plus 4. That just replaces this part right here. These two are the same. So I have to bring down the plus 3 at the end. Okay, so this actually in standard form is x squared plus 4x plus 7. That's my standard form. So again, you want to multiply, I'll do one more of those. So you want to multiply out the parenthesis that's squared. So in this case, I'll box this one. So x minus 3, x minus 3. So this and this are synonymous, they're equal. But now I'm going to bring down the plus 4 down here. So I'm going to add plus 4 to the end of this and then combine the two like terms. There's my standard form. All right, so again, you're doing 2, 4, and 6 of those, and then you're graphing down here to pull the vertex. So I'm going to graph this in Desmos. So when I graph it and I pull its vertex is -2, -25. So vertex -2, -25. Remember the vertex form is x minus h squared plus k. And remember we're using opposite sign for h only. So it's going to be x plus 2 squared minus 25. There's my vertex form. So again, you're graphing, pulling the vertex, plugging it in, practicing writing that in. If you have run into any questions or any problems on this, please don't hesitate to email and ask.